Hi, it's Mike Feuer, and I hope you'll forgive what is undoubtedly going to be an emotional couple minutes from me because it's a very troubling and emotional moment. But we need to be real with each other. Israel's national anthem is Hatikva. It means the hope. And for me and for my family, Israel has not just symbolized that hope, it's epitomized it. I have relatives who've survived pogroms. My father fought the Nazis in World War II and then was imprisoned by them. I felt the sting of anti-Semitism growing up. Israel has always meant that there is a place in this world where the Jewish people can live and can flourish and be safe and stand for democracy and for the respect for our highest ideals. But today, as one looks to the Middle East, it's very hard to see hope. I've always been a strong supporter of peaceful coexistence, of a two-state solution to conflicts in the Middle East, where Israelis and Palestinians can live side by side. But that hope seems very remote. When 1,300 Israeli residents, civilians, defenseless, were slaughtered by Hamas terrorists, little kids with their heads cut off. Reports show houses where Hamas assaulted families. There's still a carton of milk on the sink. There's a backpack on the floor and there's blood everywhere. How can anyone do what groups here and around the world have been doing, attempting to justify this act of utter depravity by saying it's an act of resistance? There are no words to describe how outrageous that attempt to apologize for this utter evil is. And now, even tougher questions emerge. Israel has amassed battalions of tanks and soldiers along the border with Gaza. And as I speak, there is bombing happening there. The conundrum is very clear. How can we continue to respect all life, all human life, and at the same time do what any nation would do? This is the equivalent of multiple 9/11s for Israel. You can't just sit back and do nothing. Hamas has to be destroyed. How do you do that and assure that there aren't Palestinian families who mourn the loss of their kids? It's very tough, exceedingly tough. There need to be humanitarian corridors established that enable Palestinians to leave. There need to be, Israel always does, the leaflets and the knocks on the roofs to assure that families are alerted to the fact that they need to leave where they are and go to safe places. What makes this so complex is that Hamas wants Israel to attack. It places its fighters and its ammunition and its rockets in civilian locations precisely because they want world opinion to shift, and they couldn't care less about the humanity of the residents of Gaza. For today, all I can say is morality requires us to respect every human life. And it's also the case that Hamas cannot continue to be allowed to use Gaza as a location from which to attack innocent Israelis and devastate their lives. The next few days are going to be very trying. All of us need to pause for a moment, reflect on who we are and what we would do if our families were brutalized this way.